Hi, my name is Eva and I will be discussing social cognitive theory. Social cognitive theory is a learning approach which is essentially an optimistic and strength-based approach that assumes that people are capable of learning. The goal of the treatment is to enable families to meet the needs of members and to help them cope more effectively. Therapy emphasizes on teaching family new skills, observing performing behaviors, and modifying beliefs. This triad provides learning opportunities, a reinforcement of work, and bringing to the forefront the thoughts individuals have which influence the nature of their learned behavior. Effective treatment needs to draw from cognitions, which means having to reflect on where the behavior was modeled, emotions, being self-aware of their own physiological responses that the behavior elicits itself, and then the behavior itself, being able to identify how the behaviors provided positive and negative outcomes, and then as therapists we can proceed to challenge those maladaptive cognitions and or behaviors. The central approach for a social cognitive learning perspective is to provide effective learning opportunities that enable families to learn and implement new coping skills. Interventions start by having members identify the nature of the problem. Other interventions are helping clients identify positive changes. And again, this is coming from the strength-based perspective because usually a lot of family members who are seeking help come with that deficit mindset. So as social workers, therapists, helping families identify what positive changes they are seeking can help change that deficit mindset and also help them start discussing goals and steps to get there. These interventions may look like learn healthier communication skills to employ with family members or effective parenting skills. Some techniques to the treatment process are building interventions, efforts on the identifying nature of the problem. So again, the client is identifying the problem and in the family, the client is identifying the problem in the family and the therapist is responding to those by setting interventions around that. Identifying positive change, which I've already touched on, and strategizing for success. The therapist helps identify realistic goals with the families and how the goals can be carried out by the family members. Therapists can help families problem solve through small behavior modifications, and this promotes self-efficacy and motivates the family. Educating the family about the learning process. Educating family on how the behaviors are learned and reinforced can give family tools and understanding to better understand their own cognitions and actions, and can be also a conduit to change. Helping family members develop needed new skills. This is where therapists can implement coping skills and actually model some of these coping skills. Building ways to generalize use of new skills and response patterns. This is where homework can become a useful tool as members begin the exploration of their application of new skills in their everyday life. Recognizing that learning is a process. People have entrenched patterns of behavior. This means that the use of old behavior patterns are sometimes automatic, especially under stress. So relaying to the family members that it takes time to generalize new behaviors is comforting and part of the growth process. Helping family members identify and counter these destructive cognitions. And this is where we can discuss the belief system and how their belief system influences thoughts and decision making, and therefore sometimes maladaptive behaviors can be the result. Sometimes these cognitions hinder the growth of positive change, and as therapists, social workers, we can explore these schemas and can guide individuals to personal insight which promotes change. I see this therapy especially useful with families who have difficulty with assertive communication and families with intergenerational trauma. Thank you.